These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
George Harrison wrote the song, "All Things Must Pass." To be honest, at that time, I really didn't understand the song. This was many moons ago. Since then, I've seen stormy weather and sunshine in my life. Whatever troubles you have today will soon be forgotten. As George says, all things must pass. Our lives are like a river. It is flowing towards the sea. The problems we have in life disappear into the night. Everything changes. Nothing in life is static. Change is everywhere. You can't hold on to the good old days. Everything is water under the bridge. It takes time to develop this awareness. When you do, your life will change for the better. You will be wise enough to carry an umbrella when it rains. Can you imagine that you came from the universe before you were born? You came into this world slightly confused. You have this brand new body which has to learn all about this world. Yet, your awareness is beyond the stars. You know who you are. The parents of the child see such wisdoms in the eyes of the child. Over time, you slowly forget your true nature. Society tells you to stop daydreaming. Stop talking to your imaginary friends. You're in the clouds. We get trained to forget our true nature. No wonder we get confused in our life. We come from God. The world tells us don't believe in any imaginary stuff. Yet then they say, search for God by reading the holy books. No wonder people give up in their search. Many people never start. We were told from the beginning not to trust ourselves. We were told to ignore our true nature. Remember, you are never alone. The universe knows who you are. Aspire is to direct one's hope or ambitions towards achieving something. As a human race, we all aspire for the same thing. We want our world to be peaceful. We want peace on earth. We want the world to be tolerant towards one another. Each of us can pray and meditate any way we want. Religion can tie us together. There is a thread of love that binds us all. We aspire food and shelter for the whole planet, healthcare for all. Everyone on this planet needs to be educated. Education is the foundation for the world. We aspire for the world to be kind. This is our true nature. We embrace love and compassion. This is our true nature. Most of all, we aspire to be family, united by the Creator. This is what we aspire to. Guru Nanak once said, "The world is a drama, staged in a dream." Mystics throughout the ages have pondered this over. We are living in drama, staged in a dream. Is our dream real? What is considered a dream? We come and go from this world. Is this a dream, or where we come from a dream? We live out our lives in so much drama. We react to the beatings of life. Is there a way to solve this puzzle? It seems very complicated, one layer over another. Yet the answer is simple. Open the door within. Is the universe aware? Now that's a good question. How about what is beyond time and space? Another good question. How aware are we? By only looking outward, do we miss out on the awareness of life? Are we getting only 1/10 of the picture? It's like going to a movie theater. You watch the movie and get sucked up into it. Have you ever turned around and saw rays of light streaming from the movie projector? Is our life like that? What do they mean when they say, "If thy eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light"? Does the gateway to God exist within? Has the pearly gates been there all along? Discover your true nature, and then tell me your answer. I learned at a young age the law of determination. My brother was good at whatever he touched. Our parents gave us bicycles at a young age. Our brother jumped on it and rode away. It took me a month just to ride the darn thing. Yet, I learned that through determination, I can learn anything. My wife says that things come so easily in my life. You learn everything so fast. Life taught me, through determination, we can accomplish anything in this life, even finding a new job. I'm saying this because many of us are in the same situation and trying to give you help along the way. We are all on the same boat. Rediscover your inner humor. Laughter will help you along the way. It will help dissolve some of the blocks within. Laugh with the universe. You are not alone. You're on the next stage of the video game of life. Change your attitude and enjoy the game. We don't have to struggle. Flow with the tide of life. You are not a rag doll. You are the universe. You just don't know it. There is goodness in all. The sun is always shining. Clouds may be in the sky covering the sun, yet the sun is always shining. Our true nature is magnificent. Our true nature is kind. Unfortunately, the sun exists within, but clouds of darkness cover our inner sky. We are lost, and yet we think we are found. You and I are one, yet in our minds, we are divided. You are the universe. I am the universe. What happened? How did this world get in such a mess when we all came from the same place? Did you know the universe considers you as your best friend? You are never alone. Yet, at times, we think we are. You are a part of the universe. There is a part of you that is beyond time and space. Unfortunately, we have forgotten. You are the great mystery of life. It is hidden inside of you. Is this truth or fiction? Only you can decide. The definition of infinite is the following: limitless or endless in space, extent, or size. Impossible to measure or calculate. When I was young, that would blow my mind. I couldn't even imagine such a thing. Now fast forward many moons, and my life loves to ponder such things. I have learned that by going inside, we can try to solve the mysteries of life. Your true nature is infinite. Isn't that amazing? Your true nature is kind. Can you imagine infinity is aware? It is love, compassion, kindness, patience, and tolerance. This is your true nature. You can discover this. It is hidden inside of you, just waiting to be found. Solitude is a state or situation of being alone. To a mystic is a state of freedom. For a prisoner, it can be a state of hell. Why does one love solitude while some completely dread it? Is it a state of mind? Is our mind our friend or foe? They say the hardest thing to master in the universe is mastering your mind. There's a lot of truth to that. All the great teachers from the past said the same thing. When I first started to meditate, my mind was overbearing. It took a few hours at times just to settle into the experience. Many moons later, the mind has become my friend. It still can be a brat, but the mind is at ease most of the time. Solitude is a way over time to calm down the mind. You can't break down the door. This is a simple and natural process. In the end, patience wins out. I love the definition for forgive. Stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense, flaw, or mistake. Imagine a person does you wrong. You have every right to be angry. Time passes, and the person who wronged you has forgotten the situation. But you haven't. The anger is still festering within. The poison left by the arrow lies inside of you. The moment you truly forgive yourself and the other person, true alchemy occurs. True healing can take place. This is the law of forgiveness. It doesn't say you must forget the experience. The law says to forgive. Big difference. As a world, we would truly be more content if we forgive ourselves and others. Learn from your mistakes. Forgive yourself and others along this journey of life. Here's some definitions of ego. A person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance, a boast to my ego. For psychoanalysts, the part of the mind that mediates between the conscious and the unconscious and is responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. For metaphysics, conscious thinking subject. Our ego can be man's best friend or his worst enemy. We have seen that for thousands of years. In the Buddhist tradition, they have studied the mind and ego for thousands of years. They have learned practical tools to cultivate the ego and mind. Imagine a farmer planting the seeds and going through the process of the final picking of the crop. Mystics have taught the same inward farming. You can cultivate the mind and ego to be a true reflective nature of ourselves. This is the greatest thing we can do for ourselves and the world at large. In fact, you can't take anything with you when you die, but you can take the fruits that you have cultivated with you. Imagine you are a conscious thinking subject inside of a human body. You are the universe. You just don't know it. One definition of the word root is as follows: the basic cause, source, or origin of something. With that definition in place, what is our origin? Where do we come from? Is there a place where we come from when we are born? Is there a place we go to when we die? What is the root cause of all? Can you know our origins when we are alive? There are many questions we have about our roots. Ponder this message. It will make you think where you came from. Hello, where have you been? It just seems like a few minutes ago you left to get a glass of water. Now your lifetime is almost up. I hope you enjoyed this life. It's quite the journey for you. Life is not easy, but you made it to the end. We've been always on your side. We have never left you. Remember, you are a part of the universe. You have simply forgotten. Welcome back home. Practice makes perfect. When I was young, I had to practice much more than my brother. He had a knack to be good at whatever he picked up. I was always a few stages behind him. Yet, by the art of practicing, I developed over time, mastering what I was learning. When it comes to life, you can never say, I mastered it. Life will throw you a curveball. It will test you. It's like playing a video game. You can advance to a new level, and that's where the new challenges begin. Everybody gets their fair share of hard knocks. How do you handle them? That is part of the game of life. It's quite a delicate process. We stumble and fall. Yet over time, we learn how to embrace the situation. I've been laid off numerous times due to our economic climate. Each time I learn how to snap back. It takes practice. Each time it gets a little easier. Is this a lesson on how to fine-tune the guitar of life? Do we make better music when we go through the ringer and out the other side? This life is definitely not boring. How do you see the cup of life? Is it full or empty? Is it half full or half empty? Is your cup a struggle? Is your cup a struggle, but you have faith you are on the right road? Struggles are a part of life. Nobody gets a free ride. Even if you meditate your entire life, you will have challenges along the way. Struggles and challenges are ways to make you stronger. It makes a strong cup. Only you can change your attitude for the better. It's not easy, but you can do it. Is this from a mystic or a scientist? Kabir, a mystic from the 15th century, said the following: all know that the drop merges into the ocean, but few know that the ocean merges into the drop. Now that is profound. A modern-day Einstein might have said that today. The entire universe exists inside of us. We are a part of the universe. Is this a paradox? We are beyond time and space. There are billions of universes. Inside of our DNA is a part that is not material. It is spiritual. No instrument known to man can detect this yet. Yet the mystics have said all along, you are hardwired for this experience. Ponder this message. The divine words from Kabir are alive. Curious means eager to know or learn something. I've been curious all my life. My mom and dad taught me the adventures that ethnic food at such a young age. It still continues today. That curious nature never goes away. In fact, it actually increases the more you get older. I remember that you can't rest on your laurels. In the 90s, I built a dome automation for the observatory on Maui. I didn't know C++ here. I was extremely curious and knew I could pull this off. When I finished it, I thought they might give me a few days off. Nope, it was on a Friday. I was back to work on a Monday. It was a huge accomplishment. My curiosity was one thing that got me to learn how to meditate. I read books on the mystics and wanted to know what they were talking about. It seemed like a foreign language. So I persevered and was curious about this adventure. It was love at first sight. I had a knack for this. Yes, nobody gets a free ride, but I had a knack for this meditation. It came easy to me. I think we need to approach life like a curious child. Never lose that. If you do, plant the seed in your heart and water it daily. Your curiosity will grow. The definition of adventure is the following: engage in hazardous and exciting activities, especially the exploration of unknown territory. I remember as a kid, I took a yoga class. At that time, yoga was relatively unknown in America. Yoga was around during the late 1800s, yet the majority of the population thought it was on the fringe. It was definitely an unknown territory. This love for adventure took me all over the world. With a surfboard in my hand, a backpack on my back, and a yearning to discover my true nature, I was off. I had quite the adventure. I learned the greatest adventure lied inside. This is truly unknown territory. You can live anywhere and have a simple life, but by exploring your true nature is the adventure of a lifetime. Lock a person up and put them in solitary confinement and see what happens. The greatest adventure is to tame your mind. That is probably the most difficult thing to do. Mystics have been talking about this for thousands of years. Today, yoga is mainstream. Millions of people practice it. Maybe something is going on. We are slowly learning more about life. How do you see the cup of life? Is it full or empty? Is it half full or half empty? Is your cup a struggle? Is your cup a struggle, but you have faith you are on the right road? Struggles are a part of life. Nobody gets a free ride. Even if you meditate your entire life, you will have challenges along the way. Struggles and challenges are ways to make you strong. It makes kindness goes a long way. Only you can change. Being angry is so easy. Just put more gasoline on the fire. But you can do it. We have done that for ever so long. Yet kindness takes time to mature. You have to plant the seed in the ground and nurture it. True kindness, you have to take out the negative weeds and water daily. Yet the fruits are so sweet. The universe is proud that someone is reaching for the stars. You are invited to the party of your life. Unfortunately, this is a costume party, and you have forgotten who you truly are. You came to this party knowing who you truly are. Yet during the party, you got amnesia. You have forgotten who you truly are. It's time for you to wake up from your slumber. There is a rainbow in the sky. Some say a pot of gold is on the other side. Some say that the rainbow doesn't exist at all. Some say the rainbow is simply light reflected upon matter. There is a rainbow within. Only you can see it and feel it. The answer lies inside of your heart. You have a key to your heart. Only you can unlock it. You have searched your entire life for something that lies inside of you. Isn't that an irony? You don't learn that in school. Hello, my friend. Please stay a while. Kindness is on my mind. The whole world seems to be freaking out. Facebook is on fire. What is the solution to our problems? Simple. Be kind. A dictionary definition of wonder is the following: a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. How eloquently said. How can you explain love? Love is a feeling of surprise mixed with admiration. You really can't explain it. You only know love when you feel it. It's not intellectual. Mystics have described the wonder of going inside and tapping into this essence. They have said only by eating the fruit can you understand. You can talk about love, yet there's a huge difference in partaking the fruit and talking about it. May you experience the wonder inside of you. It does exist. It's who you truly are. The definition for adapt is make something suitable for a new use or purpose. Modify. All the great mystics have talked about this. You have the opportunity to tune into the universe inside of you. It already exists. This is your true nature. You just need to adapt to this new wisdom. Take it to heart. Your body is hardwired for this experience. The more you adapt yourself to this realization, the more it will pay off. You are an incredible diamond. I don't get it. Why do you meditate? Isn't that a waste of time? Why do you want to know yourself? I know who I am. Why should I care if I'm trying to improve myself? I simply am what I am. Who cares about the other person? I have what I need. Let's party on, rock and roll. There's no tomorrow. This is what I've heard over the years. Life goes on. It never waits for anyone. You were born, and someday you will die. Yet life just continues along on its journey. You are a part of life. Yet at times we think we are alone. What is keeping you alive? What is that life force energy, which is your soul? When your soul leaves your body, you will no longer be around. Ponder the meanings of this word, of these words. You can solve this mystery. Practice makes perfect. When I was young, I had to practice much more than my brother. He had the knack to be good at whatever he picked up. I was always a few stages behind him. Yet, by the art of practicing, I developed over time, mastering what I was learning. When it comes to life, you can never say, I mastered it. Life will throw you a curveballs. It will test you. It's like playing a video game. You can advance to a new level, and that's where the new challenges begin. Everybody gets their fair share of hard knocks. How do you handle them? That is part of the game of life. It's quite a delicate process. We stumble and fall. Yet over time, we learn how to embrace the situation. I've been laid off numerous times due to our economic climate. Each time I learn how to snap back. It takes practice. Each time it gets a little easier. Is this a lesson on how to fine-tune the guitar of life? Do we make better music when we go through the ringer and out the other side? This life is definitely not boring. Serenity is a state of being calm, peaceful, and in trouble. Think of life as a video game. In a video game, once you master a level, you go to another level. People love the challenge of playing the game. Now imagine playing the video game of life, which by the way you are. Have you read the instruction manual? You know even if there is one? Are we on autopilot on this life? Anyway, here's a few suggestions on playing this complex game. Imagine you're playing this video game. It's old and new at the same time. The purpose of this game, as you know, is to go through the various levels. Step 1. Life throws you a curveball. How do you react? If you can be in a state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled, you go to the next level. Otherwise, life throws you a curveball and you try again. Now if you pass level 1, be ready for the next step. Life throws you a curveball. How do you react? Serenity is a state of mind where you can go through and learn how to react to life. Been there, done that. It's learning the video game of life consciously, not in a stupor. Every step of the way is a practical learning experience. Each time a curveball is thrown, remember, you can hit a home run. Have you seen the eyes of a newborn child? The baby is in a state of wonder. The dictionary describes wonder as the following: a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration, caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. Doesn't that describe a newborn child? A newborn has a feeling of surprise mixed with admiration. How precious that is. A newborn comes from God and enters into our arms. Nothing could be more precious than that. As we get older, do we lose the sense of wonder? Do we get ourselves into a rut? Are we more cynical about life? Are we totally discouraged with the world around us? Maybe we should rediscover the joy of wonder. Take a walk in nature and rediscover the wonderment of life. Life is blooming in so many different ways. Look at the stars. You are stardust. This universe is created by love. Be aware that you are never alone. You just think you are. Open up your eyes. Wonderment is all around you. It seems like these sayings are for everyone but myself. Yet, that is far from reality. In actuality, these sayings are for myself. They are reminders along this journey of life. What better advice there is to daily write it down. It becomes an intricate part of our life. Each day these sayings get rooted into my being. What I say, I'm really trying to make into reality. We can change. We can change consciously. This is a grand journey of life. We can help and improve our lives every single day. We will fall, and yet we can pick ourselves off the ground and continue walking towards our goal. We are not alone. The entire universe is rooting for us. I'm sure by now you know that the sun in the sky has nothing to prove. The sun just shines. The moon at night doesn't say, "Hey, look at me." The wind doesn't whisper in your ear, "I can blow you away." The wind just is. It doesn't have anything to prove. A dog just loves his master. A dog has nothing to prove. The dog just loves you. The Creator has nothing to prove. The Creator is infinite love. The Creator doesn't judge you. The Creator just loves you. Are we the only creatures on earth that has something to prove? Where did we get that from? What are we missing in life that we have to continually prove ourselves to others? A wise man has nothing to prove. He just smiles. I heard the Beatles song, "When I'm 64, many moons ago." I am now 64. I'm still young at heart. The society at large thinks, "Oh, you're over the hill." Recently I had a phone interview on the phone. At the end of the call, the interviewer said, "This was the best interview he ever had." Yet, when I had to interview a person, you could see disappointment in his eyes. Oh, he's over the hill. My resume is quite impressive. You can never rest on your laurels. Being a software engineer, you have to always be in a state of learning and growing. Even when my employers didn't have a technology that was going to be forefront, I learned it. For example, I built a cooking site using the latest technology 6 years ago. If I didn't do that, maybe I would be over the hill. I'm still learning and growing every single day. I have tremendous knowledge of the outside world and inside world. I have traveled around the world. I have nothing to prove. I do get tired when some young person makes me to prove myself to him. Some companies, all you have to do is smile and they read your resume. No questions asked. They know talent when they see it, regardless of age. Some companies only see the image of an old man. I'm not old, I'm wise. Big difference. I think I really want to work for a company which really sees me as who I am. Hold on to your dreams. Never let them go. There are clouds in the sky covering the sun. All it takes is a slight wind to blow them away. Don't give up. You're only a few steps away. Hold on to your dreams. I need to manifest a job. The government laid off many contractors. I was one of them. Just think, to manifest a job, you have to be at the right place and right time. It's like the universe arranges itself for a situation where the job comes your way. You have to have faith, trust, and make effort. You will get heartbroken, especially at my age. You have qualifications, but age is a factor in our society. I'm just saying that. Yet the perfect job will come up. The universe knows how to play the game. Just have faith. Do your part and watch what happens. I have seen this over and over. We moved to Maui years ago. Everyone said you couldn't find a job.